Comparing Harley Davidsons and women. I parked my bike, I walked in and straight away, so I had a quick look at them all and I thought, wow. I just gave up a super bike to get this. Comparing Harley Davidsons and women. I had a fun weekend going to a bike show. I walked in, it was still early, straight away I saw a row of bikes that were entered into the show. I had a quick look and thought, wow, how are the judges going to compare these bikes and make a decision? Because they're all good. So it made me think, why do we compare and compete, and is this actually good? Hi, my name's Eamon, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why we compare our Harley Davidsons to other Harleys, why we compare people to other people, and is this actually good for us or does it get us into strife? So let me know in the comments what you actually think about this. What do you compare? So stay to the end of the video and I'll let you know in what situations these comparisons are harmful to you and those around you. But better still, I'm also going to show you what you can do about it. We all compare things and we all compete at least a little bit. When it comes to Harleys, I've compared my first ever Harley, Fat Boy, to the last Fat Boy I owned. Then I've compared those two Fat Boys to the Fat Boy that I rode in a few videos back. I've compared my current Street Glide to my last Street Glide. Street Glides to road glides. I've even done a couple of tongue-in-cheek videos about it.
How is it? Awesome. I'm in love. Mistake.
And I've often compared the current bike that I'm riding to the latest shiny bike at the dealer. Now this doesn't do much harm, except for financially, of course. It can be good to compare things. A bike show allows progress. It makes people strive to build a better bike. It gives some people meaning, something to do, build a bike, creates businesses that support the Harley industry, and it creates the beauty of individuality that we have in the world of Harleys. Positive side of competition moves us forward and creates excellence as we strive. Comparisons are also useful when you need a change. Let's say, for example, you own a Sportster and you want to go touring, so you compare your bike to a touring bike. That's how you make a decision on what to purchase. Now, where this gets problematic is when we start to compare people with other people and when we look at situations with clouded judgment. First of all, when we look at situations, we're often doing so through tinted glasses, and the reason we do this is because we have emotions. So when a person experiences an event, anything at all, what you do is you attach meaning to it. And that's based on your past experiences, your social conditioning, your likes and your dislikes, your beliefs. I look back at my first Fat Boy and it holds a special place in my heart. It was my first Harley ever. It was the early 90s. I was having a lot of fun in my life. It was just a great time. It was an Evo and they sound so much better than the current M8s. That's what I think now, and gee, I wish I had kept that bike. But remember the tinted glasses? You see, I forget that a 1991 Harley Davidson Fat Boy is not that fast, and I used to wring the bejesus out of it everywhere that I went. In fact, I used to sit there and you'd have to jiggle the bike to try and make it go faster. And then when it was going, you couldn't stop. The brakes didn't work very well. And just to top it all off, the only time I went around the corner was in my mind. The bike would just go straight. They weren't that good back then. I just gave up a super bike to get this. This bike was nothing like a late model Harley Davidson. I've got clouded judgment. And here's another interesting point that I've been guilty of in the past when it comes to comparisons. During periods of my life when we shall say things haven't been optimal, and I start to think, well, wouldn't life be better if I buy a new bike? They can substitute buying a new bike with any sort of shiny object that's going to distract you from your current circumstances. And of course, it's never better when you do this. After a couple of weeks, your shiny object loses its shine and things return back to normal. Now this extends way beyond Harleys. Happens a lot in work situations, in relationships and many other areas of life. And I see this a lot when I'm helping people through coaching or workshops. With jobs, they look back at situations in their past. Now, is this accurate? I don't think so. It's usually not accurate at all. They remember the good times, the friends they had, the victories that they celebrated, but they forget the hard work, the bad people, the high pressure situations. The reason this happens is because our memory holds events or things that have emotion and meaning attached to it and sort of discards the rest or makes it harder to recall. When I speak to men and I help them with relationships, they're often comparing the woman that they're with now to somebody from the past. Now, of course, my women clients do the same with men. People watching this are men, so I'm going to use men as an example. Comes up when there's drama or trouble in their life. They think back and they compare their current partner with a nostalgic version of somebody in the past. They only remember the good times and the best traits of the people that they were with in their past relationships. Think about this, why compare anything? Why not treat each new situation and person for what they are now in the present moment? There's no value in comparing two people. Each of us is unique. We all have good points and bad points. We can all stand alone as individuals if we're accepted by our partners as such. So how do you do this? You need to be grateful for what you have now and where you are now. You've got to look at things through the lens of experience, not good versus bad. Look at other people the same way. What you experience with somebody is a unique gift given by that individual. So treat it as such. Be grateful for the experience. Now, as I've mentioned in other videos, it's about being present in the current moment. Of course, that means discipline around your thoughts, not thinking about the past unless there's reason to do so, and not thinking and extrapolating into the future unless you're actually creating goals. We all know the expression, the grass is greener on the other side. So when you daydream about what you don't have and what you want to have, it's always going to look better because that's the vision you're creating. You're actually manipulating what you see in your mind to suit yourself. When it comes to relationships, your ego is the reason that you can't stay present with your partner. It's your ego's job to protect you, and one of the ways that it does this is it distracts you when it thinks there is something dangerous up ahead. So let's say you're in a relationship and you're starting to get closer to your partner. Your ego says, this is dangerous. You might get hurt. This is scary. So it points you to the other girl over there on the greener grass. You see, comparisons and problems flick you out of the present moment. So instead of enjoying what you've got now and being content, you'll be looking through rose-coloured glasses at something that you think will make a difference in your life or that you think will be better. And all of that stops you experiencing the beauty of what you've got right now and what you're experiencing right now. So talking about comparing people, I compared people in the video exposing the 3 types of Harley Davidson people. Check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you liked today's video. Give me the big thumbs down if you didn't like it, and thanks for watching.